Hi everybody! I would really love to make a spring painting today, and I'm using a self-made framed board. How did I build that? You can find the video on my channel and I link it at the end of this video. I produce a spatula paste with this thin bed mortar. It is a fine-grained cement powder and works well for a flat relief. I add acrylic binder and a shot of gesso. This makes the paste a bit more supple and brighter. A little water and then stir thoroughly. Finally, it should be stiff so it can be formed. The consistency should be something like stiff whipped cream for a pie. This paste I put onto the board about 2 mm thick. For an area of 50 by 50 centimeter, you need about 10 tablespoons of the mortar. Now I have about 10 minutes left to sculpt my structures before the paste slowly gets hard. But if that doesn't work out at all, I'm able to scratch everything down again before it is completely cured and start over. I use a butter knife to set parallel tracks in a vertical direction over the entire surface. So I get these slightly raised edge lines, and the crumbs that are created are definitely wanted and a pleasure to see. With a thinner tool, like this ice cream spoon handle, I make structures that are similar to grass. The remains of the tin I just throw in the middle of it, and I'm happy about this random composition. Rolled aluminum foil is the mold for flower dollops. You can also use a steel sponge. With the piping bag, I put something like flower spikes. I made a little more paste and threw it on my composition. And here is the final result. Now it needs to dry completely for 2 days and then it can be painted. I'm looking forward to that too. Okay, now color comes into play. I dilute bright green and yellow colors with water. I love transparent colors because they radiate so beautifully. With these colors and the mixtures from them, I first paint the slightly raised edges that resemble stems and grass. Alright, let's speed up a bit. Well, then I fill the gaps. I dilute different warm green colors. The surfaces are made darker than the boundary lines because it increases the 3D look. At the bottom, I make the green tones more intense and darker, while becoming more transparent and brighter towards the top. This gives the picture a certain type of peace and balance. Now I paint blue stripes for the sky, which fades downwards. I use 3 different shades of blue, including a watercolor. Now the flower forms become colorful. I fill it with color and dab the raised areas brighter again to get that 3D effect. The selection of the flower colors and also the distribution will be considered carefully, because it influences the whole composition and effect of the painting. You can also try this with colorful paper scrapes before you decide how you like it best. Yellow spots on white shapes make daisies, which I like very much. Okay, the last crumbs become green leaves and the picture gets closed. It was a relaxing and meditative work, and I really didn't notice how time passed. Finally, I lightly sand the whole frame. Then I sand a fine line on the edge to expose the wood underneath. I paint this fine line to match the picture, in this case grass green. With titanium white I paint the frame, which I taped beforehand. For this the color is slightly diluted. I think a white frame looks especially good on colored walls, and it fits well with this light, colorful painting. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like my spring meadow and you give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy your spring when God makes everything new again. Bye bye and see you next time in Marchie's Atelier.